When you think of the world of gospel music, two names stand out: Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither. Both men have left a lasting legacy in Southern gospel, inspiring millions with their music, humor, and faith. However, like any influential figures in the Christian music industry, they have also faced their fair share of controversies. How could a comedian-turned-singer like Mark Lowry, known for his fun-loving, light-hearted approach to faith, get caught up in controversy? And how did Bill Gaither, one of the most respected figures in gospel music, find himself at the center of an LGBT+ controversy that shook the Christian community? Let's dive deep into the controversies surrounding Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither, exploring their backgrounds, careers, conflicts they encountered, and their lasting impact on gospel music. Who is Mark Lowry? The comedic songwriter who changed gospel music. From jokes to Jesus, a unique career path. Mark Lowry was born on June 24, 1958, in Houston, Texas. A multi-talented singer, songwriter, and comedian, Lowry's path to gospel music was anything but conventional. Unlike many gospel artists, Lowry didn't start his career solely as a musician. His natural gift for comedy and storytelling made him a unique figure in the gospel world. His rise to fame began in 1988 when he joined the Gaither vocal band. His comedic touch and genuine love for gospel music made him an audience favorite. Fans loved how he could transition seamlessly from a heartfelt gospel ballad to a stand-up comedy routine, making his performances both uplifting and entertaining. However, Lowry's most well-known achievement isn't his comedy, it's his songwriting. He wrote one of the most famous modern Christmas songs ever, Mary, Did You Know? Mary, Did You Know? The song that sparked theological debate. In 1984, Lowry was writing a Christmas program for his church and penned a series of monologues imagining what Mary might have thought about Jesus' life. This idea later turned into the lyrics of Mary, Did You Know?, with musician Buddy Green composing the melody. Since its release in 1991, the song has been recorded by hundreds of artists, including Kenny Rogers, Clay Aiken, Dolly Parton, and CeCe Winans. Despite its massive popularity, some theologians criticized the song, arguing that the lyrics suggest Mary was unaware of Jesus' divine role, contradicting biblical texts. Lowry, ever the entertainer, responded humorously, saying, "I was just trying to write a song, not start a theological debate." But controversy would find him again, not over theology this time, but over his unexpected split from the Gaither vocal band. Why did Mark Lowry leave the Gaither vocal band? For over a decade, Mark Lowry was a crucial part of the Gaither vocal band, performing alongside Bill Gaither, Michael English, David Phelps, and Guy Penrod. However, in 2001, he unexpectedly left the group. Was there a feud between Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither? As soon as news of Lowry's departure surfaced, rumors began to spread. Some speculated that there was a falling out between Lowry and Gaither, citing creative differences or personality clashes. Others believed that Gaither wanted to take the band in a more serious, polished direction, one that didn't align with Lowry's comedic approach. In reality, Lowry himself stated that he left because he wanted to focus more on his solo career in comedy and speaking engagements. Additionally, a serious car accident in 1997 had made him rethink his long-term plans. Despite leaving the band, Lowry and Gaither remained on good terms, and he would often return for special performances and Gaither homecoming events. Bill Gaither and the LGBT+ controversy. The legacy of a gospel pioneer. Bill Gaither, born on March 28, 1936, in Alexandria, Indiana, is one of the most influential figures in gospel music. He and his wife, Gloria, have written some of the most beloved gospel songs of all time, including Because He Lives and He Touched Me. However, despite his long-standing reputation in the Christian music world, Gaither found himself at the center of a controversy regarding the LGBT+ community. The controversy that shook the Christian community. The controversy began when Gaither was accused of being too accepting of openly gay gospel singer Marcia Stevens. Stevens, a former member of the Christian group Children of the Day, came out as a lesbian in the 1980s and faced widespread rejection from the mainstream Christian music industry. In 2006, Rumors circulated that Gaither had welcomed Stevens at one of his events and had even spoken warmly about her, which led to backlash from conservative Christian audiences. Some Christian leaders criticized Gaither for appearing to endorse someone who openly identified as LGBT+, while others argued that he was simply demonstrating Christian love and compassion. Gaither later clarified his stance, stating that while he adheres to traditional Christian teachings on marriage, he believes in showing kindness and love to everyone. The incident sparked a broader conversation about how the gospel music industry should approach the topic of LGBT+ inclusion. The lasting impact of Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither. A legacy beyond controversy. Despite the controversies they've faced, both Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither have left an indelible mark on gospel music. Lowry's blend of comedy and faith has made him one of the most unique figures in Christian entertainment, while Gaither's contributions to Southern gospel music have shaped the genre for decades. Their ability to navigate challenges while staying true to their calling speaks volumes about their impact. Whether through laughter, song, or faith, both men continue to inspire millions around the world. Conclusion. The stories of Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither remind us that no one is exempt from controversy, even within the world of gospel music. Their journeys highlight the challenges of maintaining faith, artistic integrity, and personal beliefs in an ever-changing landscape. Yet, through it all, their music continues to uplift and inspire, proving that even amid controversy, the message of hope and love prevails. Gospel music has long been a genre filled with inspiration, faith, and deeply personal beliefs. However, even within this seemingly harmonious world, controversies have surfaced, sparking intense discussions among fans and religious communities. Two of the most notable figures in gospel music, Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither, have found themselves at the center of major controversies that challenged their careers and faith-based music. While Mark Lowry's departure from the Gaither vocal band may have been peaceful, Bill Gaither himself became entangled in a controversy that tested the balance between faith, inclusivity, and traditional beliefs. From theological debates over a Christmas song to the backlash over LGBTQ+ issues in gospel music, these stories highlight the challenges Christian artists face. Today, we take a deep dive into the controversies that shaped their careers and their enduring legacies. Mark Lowry and the Gaither Vocal Band. A friendship that endured. Mark Lowry is well known in gospel music circles as a talented singer, comedian, and songwriter. One of his most famous contributions is the beloved Christmas song Mary, Did You Know?, a song that continues to stir emotions and theological discussions to this day. Lowry was also a key member of the Gaither Vocal Band, a group founded by gospel legend Bill Gaither. However, in 2001, Lowry made the decision to leave the Gaither Vocal Band. Speculation swirled about possible conflicts or feuds, but in reality, his departure was amicable. Lowry had been with the band for over a decade and wanted to focus on his solo career as a comedian and singer. He remained close friends with Gaither, and in 2009 he rejoined the group, proving that there was never any lingering hostility. Despite his peaceful departure, Lowry's career has not been without controversy. The lyrics of Mary, Did You Know?, have sparked theological debates, with some critics arguing that they oversimplify biblical narratives. Nevertheless, the song remains one of the most cherished modern Christmas classics. Yet, while Lowry's controversies were relatively minor, Bill Gaither found himself in the middle of a much bigger storm that would test his reputation among conservative Christian audiences. Bill Gaither, a gospel music legend under fire. Who is Bill Gaither? Born on March 28, 1936, in Alexandria, Indiana, Bill Gaither is a towering figure in gospel music. Alongside his wife, Gloria Gaither, he has written some of the most beloved gospel songs in history, including Because He Lives, He Touched Me, and The King Is Coming. In the 1990s, Gaither revolutionized Christian music with his Gaither Homecoming series, a collection of live concerts that brought together legendary gospel artists. These homecoming events introduced gospel music to millions of new listeners and solidified Gaither's influence. However, with great influence comes great scrutiny. And in 2002, Bill Gaither faced one of the most significant controversies of his career. The Marcia Stevens controversy. What happened? The controversy erupted in December 2002 at a Gaither homecoming concert in Phoenix, Arizona. During the event, Bill Gaither was seen acknowledging Christian singer-songwriter Marcia Stevens, a moment that sparked intense backlash from conservative Christian communities. Marcia Stevens had been a pioneering figure in Christian music since the 1970s, known for her work with the band Children of the Day and their hit song For Those Tears I Died. However, in 1980, Stevens came out as a lesbian, making her one of the first openly gay Christian musicians. Her public coming out led to her being ostracized from many traditional Christian circles. Despite this, she continued her music career, advocating for LGBTQ+ inclusion in Christian spaces. When Gaither was seen smiling and speaking kindly about her at the Gaither homecoming event, alongside her partner, it led to immediate controversy. Many conservative Christians viewed Gaither's actions as an endorsement of homosexuality, an issue that remains highly divisive within Christian music. The backlash and Gaither's response. The reaction from Christian leaders and fans was swift and severe. Some radio stations even stopped playing Gaither's music, believing he had compromised on traditional biblical values. In response to the outcry, Gaither issued a public statement clarifying his stance. He emphasized that he did not endorse Marcia Stevens' lifestyle or beliefs but was merely acknowledging her contributions to gospel music. He reaffirmed his commitment to traditional Christian teachings on marriage and sexuality, hoping to reassure his conservative fan base. Despite his efforts to clarify his position, the controversy revealed a deeper divide in gospel music, a divide between those advocating for inclusivity and those holding firmly to traditional Christian teachings. How these controversies shaped their legacies. Mark Lowry, a comedian, singer, and theological debater. For Mark Lowry, his controversy was less about personal actions and more about the interpretation of his music. His song Mary, Did You Know? Continues to be debated in theological circles, but it remains one of the most cherished Christmas songs in Christian music. His ability to blend comedy with faith has kept him a beloved figure in gospel entertainment. Despite leaving the Gaither vocal band multiple times, Lowry has maintained a strong connection with Bill Gaither and his fellow band members. Today, he continues to tour, making audiences laugh while delivering heartfelt gospel messages. Bill Gaither, a gospel giant in a changing world. For Bill Gaither, the Marcia Stevens controversy was a pivotal moment. It showcased the tension between maintaining traditional Christian values and navigating the evolving discussions on LGBTQ+ inclusion in faith communities. However, the controversy did not diminish Gaither's influence. His Homecoming series remains a massive success, and he continues to be one of the most respected figures in gospel music. The incident highlighted the challenges faced by Christian artists who must balance personal convictions, faith-based audiences, and the shifting cultural landscape. Final thoughts: the legacy of Lowry and Gaither. Whether you agree or disagree with how Mark Lowry and Bill Gaither handled their respective controversies, one thing is certain: their impact on Christian music is undeniable. Their careers prove that gospel music is about more than just melodies. It's about navigating faith, culture, and personal convictions. From theological debates over a Christmas song to a clash between faith and LGBTQ+ issues, their stories highlight the complex role that Christian artists play in contemporary discussions of faith and music. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes gospel music so powerful. It doesn't just offer songs to sing but invites believers to wrestle with the same questions they ask in their own spiritual journeys. What do you think about these controversies? Should gospel artists remain strictly traditional, or is there room for inclusivity in Christian music? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of gospel music and faith-based entertainment.